So hey YouTube, I wanted to post a video quickly because I was asked to by some friends of mine who wanted to see my process for making some little bows. I posted a picture on my Instagram of some little bows I was making the other day that are going on calendars. I make calendars for my family members, for my mom, my aunt, my mother-in-law, my husband's two aunts, just a whole bunch of people. Myself, I actually get one now. Anyway, I make 8 of them. Every year I've made them for 7 years, 8 years, many years now. And they're really cool. I make them as Christmas gifts, and they're scrapbook calendars. You'll kind of get an idea here in just a sec. But so I have gotten started on them. I've been trying to get started. Originally when I did them the first couple of years, it would be like September, October, and I'd start them. So that doesn't work very well. I end up like being up till midnight at the end, and it was awful. So I've tried to start doing them earlier in the year, and I'm getting better at that. Last year I did a really good job, and they were done like weeks ahead of time. And I was really proud of myself. This year I don't know if I'm going to get that far, but I'm working on it. So I have 2 months done right now, and I was posting some I try to make my own embellishments since I'm making 8 calendars. I do a lot of making my own embellishments, a lot of using my Cricut for things, just because to buy 8 packs of embellishments or 8 stickers or whatever would be a lot unless it's a sticker of all the same things. So I look for deals where I can. I look to save money because it actually does end up costing quite a bit. Anyway, even just for the pictures, it does end up costing a lot. So this is what the little bows look like that I posted and the page that they go on. That's me and my daughter. And that's the little bow, and if you can see kind of there, it's a little bit three-dimensional. It's going to get smashed down, you know, eventually anyway, but it does have a little bit of dimension to it. I do have a little bit of foam in there, and I'll show you that in the process. And then there's a smaller version that looks like that. And there's the dimension on the smaller one. You can even see the foam inside that one, probably like that. So I was asked to show how I made them, and I'm gonna do that for you guys now. I do use a SVG file, and I'm gonna look up where I got that, hopefully, if I can find it. And link that or provide that information. I use Makes the Cut software, but any of you that have a silhouette or whatever could do that. I have a Cricut and use that Makes the Cut. I have the version from before it was illegal so that I can do that. And I'm going to post a couple of screen captures from my Makes the Cut just to kind of show you what that looks like in Makes the Cut. But the basic design of what the bow looks like, there's dies that do it that you can buy. There's various SVGs. This one is the one that I have. There's some that are a little bit rounder, some that are slightly different in the shape or whatever. And I'll talk a little bit more about how that works as I post the rest of the video. So from here, what I'm going to do is show a couple of those screenshots from my Makes the Cut software, and then I'll launch into the actual process of the bow making on my Cricut. I have them all cut out on my Cricut mat, and I will show you what I did. I made some really big one, or a really big one, to show you with. So hopefully you enjoy it and it works for you and you have a little bit of fun watching. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll talk to you soon. So here you can see my Cricut mat with the shapes cut out on it. And I'm showing you that I'm going to use my Xyron, the little X machine, to run through the middle part, the strips that'll cover like the center area of the bows. And I just run those through, kind of rub them to get the sticky off around the edges, and peel that off, and I'm going to kind of set them to the side to use later. I leave these on the Cricut mat just because I found it was a little easier to mess with them. They're stuck down to the Cricut mat. They work really nicely. I've got out here a roll of foam tape. This is a roll from Tape Jungle that I used. It's a little bit thicker than a lot of the like pop dots and stuff, and I like that. I also have like a regular thinner, like the Scotch roll that I use. I'm gonna have to order some more of this from Tape Jungle because I'm almost out. It started out as a really giant, enormous, like size of a dinner plate type roll. So I'm just adding a couple of strips. The only thing here is you want to be careful. You don't want to go more than about halfway into like that fat part of the bow, like where it kind of gets thicker there. You want to go only about halfway into that thick part of the bow, because you're going to basically just fold that in half. I'm showing you there that the white ones are the rounded parts, the black are going to be the bottom. All I'm doing here is taking my ATG, running it across all of the bottom part of the bow and just the center section of the white parts. Now what I'm going to do here is just take that little end part of the white there. I'm taking off the extra parts of my foam tape, that extra covering, and then you're going to fold the end into the center. The trick here is that you want to kind of line up, and that's what I'm showing you with my fingers there. You want to line up as much as you can that center part with those edges of the two sections, the top, what's going to be the top and bottom part of that bow. And I'm just going to do it again with the smaller bow for you so you can see it happen again. And this is what creates that three-dimensional kind of part of the bow. Now you'll notice, or if you could see it up a little bit closer, you would see that now you can kind of see that ugly overlap section. And that's not awesome. So what we're going to do with that, and I'm pulling it up to show you there, what we're going to do with that is that little tab's going to cover it, which is great. And that would be great. I also use it flipped over so that that becomes the bottom part of that bow. Keep that in mind if you're using a patterned paper. The other thing to keep in mind if you're using a pattern paper is which side is going to be up of the pattern paper. I just used regular cardstock for this, so it wasn't a big deal for me. The strip that goes in the middle is two rectangles and then just a little tab area. So I just make it so the rectangle part shows on the front nicely. Then you just center that along the bottom section of your bow, and there you have it. I did it in black, white, and pink just so you could see a difference in the bows. I'm just going to do the same thing with the smaller one here. This bow is about almost 6 inches across the big part of it, and then the smaller one's about 3 inches across the bottom part. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, message me below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. There you go. Bye.